Ciao a tutti e benvenuti al Tavolo Italiano. In this lesson, we're going to be talking about conjugating regular Italian verbs in the present progressive tense. A few footnotes before we start. This lesson assumes you know how to conjugate Italian verbs in the present tense. You will also need to have a general understanding of the Italian verb. As with all other tenses, there are verbs that are irregular. These will be addressed individually elsewhere. You can find more information, exercises, etc. at iltavoloitaliano.com. And like any aspect of Italian grammar, it takes practice to really gain an understanding of and ability to use what you'll learn here. So, parli italiano. Pronto? Okay then, let's get started. What is the progressive present tense? In a nutshell, it is the use of a verb to express an action that is in the process of execution at a given point in time. For instance, if I say, "Not now, I am studying," the word studying represents an action that is taking place at a particular point in time. In this case, now. In English, we accomplish this by conjugating the verb to be in the present tense and then adding a present participle. The present participle is simply a regular verb plus ing. Some examples may be playing, talking, writing, studying. In English, we conjugate this tense as follows. I am writing. You are writing. He, she is writing. We are writing. Y'all are writing. They are writing. The present progressive tense in Italian is incredibly easy to learn how to put together, especially if you already know how to conjugate stare in the present tense, which is io sto, tu stai, lui lei sta, noi stiamo, voi state, loro stanno. After that, you simply add the gerundio form of the verb, and you are done. To create un gerundio of a regular verb, you must first remove the infinitive ending, cantare minus are, which leaves the root cant, and add the gerundio ending, which is ando for are verbs, endo for ere verbs, and ire verbs. So in this case, we have cant plus ando or cantando, singing, the gerundio. Before we continue, I need to throw out a word of caution. It is easy for Americans to misuse this verb tense in Italian for two reasons. Reason one, we actually have more than one use and verb form or derivative that is made up with verb plus ing, such as, I am studying present participle in the present progressive tense. By working hard, present participle in a participle phrase. That is an interesting book. Present participle used as an adjective. Swimming is fun. A gerund used as a verbal noun. We accomplish all of the above by simply adding ing to a verb, along with an optional preposition in the participle phrase, or the auxiliary verb in the progressive tenses. In Italian, they actually address each of these instances a little differently than we do, but that is a topic for future lessons. Here we are only interested in the present progressive tense, which was the first example, I am studying. Reason 2. We use progressive tenses much more in English than they do in Italian. We use it in general terms or to express general truths, such as, he is studying at Harvard, no particular time. He is working for Ford, once again, no real pinpointed time. In Italian, it is reserved more for an action in progress at a specific time, or to emphasize the progress of the action. What are the children doing now? In other words, what are the children doing now? Very specific. I was speaking with Jim at 8 a.m. this morning. When were you speaking with Jim? At 8 o'clock, specific time. Now let's take a look at the present progressive tense in Italian. To conjugate the regular are verb in the progressive tense, all it is stare conjugated for the appropriate subject pronoun in the present tense, sto, stai, sta, etc., plus the stem of the main verb, plus the gerundio ending equals the conjugated verb. Example, stiamo, stare for noi, we in the present tense, plus parare minus are equals par, stem for the main verb, plus ando, the gerundio ending for the regular are verbs, and we have stiamo parlando. Once again, stiamo from stare, ando, stiamo parlando. Parlare conjugated in the present progressive tense. Io sto parlando. Tu stai parlando. Lui le sta parlando. Noi stiamo parlando. Voi state parlando e loro stanno parlando. I am speaking, you are speaking, he or she is speaking, etc., etc., etc. So here you see stare, conjugated in the present tense, parlare minus are plus ando. Sto parlando, stai parlando, etc., etc. Facile, no? Okay, to conjugate the regular ere verbs in the progressive tense, once again it's stare conjugated for the appropriate subject pronoun in the present tense, plus the stem of the main verb, plus the gerundio ending equals the conjugated verb. Example, stiamo, once again stare for noi in the present tense, plus vendere, to sell, minus ere leaves vend, stem for the main verb, plus endo, the gerundio ending for regular ere verbs. And that gives us stiamo vendendo, we are selling. Vendere conjugated in the present progressive tense, Io sto vendendo, I am selling. Tu stai vendendo, you are selling. Lui le sta vendendo, he or she is selling. Noi stiamo vendendo, we are selling. Voi state vendendo, y'all are selling. Loro stanno vendendo, they are selling. And finally, to conjugate the regular ire verbs in a progressive tense. It's the exact same pattern. Very, very easy tense to work with. Once again, stare, conjugated for the appropriate subject pronoun in the present tense, plus the stem for the main verb, plus the gerundio ending equals the conjugated verb. Example, stiamo, stare for noi, plus seguire, to follow, minus ire equals segue, plus the stem for the main, which is the stem for the main verb, plus endo, the gerundio ending for regular ire verbs. We have stiamo seguendo, we are following. Conjugated in the present progressive, io sto seguendo, I am following. Tu stai seguendo, you are following. Lui le sta seguendo, he or she is following. Noi stiamo seguendo, we are following. Voi state seguendo, y'all are following. And loro stanno seguendo, they are following. Okay, now let's see if we can apply a little of what we have learned. See if you can translate the following into Italian before the answer appears using either the present or present progressive. Now I'm going to give you a clue here. Remember, is it a general statement or is it something that's happening at a specific time? Here we go. He is working at a restaurant. Lavora a un ristorante. Okay, you'll notice it's in the present tense. No particular time, right? He's just working at a restaurant. They are singing now. Oh, it should be stanno cantando adesso. Scusi. Sorry, I have a mistake there. I have stiamo, which we know is we are. So it should be stanno cantando adesso. They are singing now. You want to use the present progressive because it's now. Once again, my apologies for the misprint. It shouldn't be stiamo. It should be stanno. Stanno cantando adesso. I am winning this game. Sto vincendo questa partita. I chose to use the present progressive because I believe that questa partita, or this game, indicates a specific time. I'm winning this game. In other words, I'm winning now. Sto vincendo questa partita. They are often traveling. Loro viaggiano spesso. Loro viaggiano spesso. I chose the present tense here because it's just they're often traveling. It's a generalized truth, but it's not a specific time frame. They are believing him today. Stanno credendolo oggi? Stanno credendolo oggi? Okay, two things going on here. First of all, I chose a present progressive because it's today. It's a specific time frame. But you also notice that credere plus minus ere would be cred, and endo, credendo. But where did that lo come from? Well, if you remember with some of the object pronouns, how you could attach them to infinitive verbs, you can also attach them at the end of the present progressive as such. So, stanno credendolo oggi. Are they believing him today? Stanno credendolo oggi? And there we have it. Hopefully this helps you have a little bit better understanding of the present progressive tense. Keep an eye out for future videos where we'll be covering other aspects of the Italian equivalent of how we use ing verbs. Remember, there's a lot more information, always for free, always available at tavoloitaliano.com. So glad you decided to study with us. Hope this was a help. Please feel free to leave a comment, tell your friends, post us on Facebook, visit us on Facebook and like us. And until we meet again, parli Italiano and keep studying. Ciao.